So greetings everyone. Again, the last day of a week. So last day is mine. So sometime I'll discuss reasoning in it, and sometime I'll discuss few topics of aptitude. So today's topic is average and weighted average. Okay. So what do we understand by average first? Like, why do we need average? Approximation, okay. And what other meaning of average is? Generally, let's say, yeah, the share of each person. Basically, what we can say is, let's say you four friends went to a place to have some food, and over there one of you have spent, like, say 1700 rupees. Then how much each should pay can be calculated using average. So basically, I would say average is actually equal distribution, right? So whenever something is being added in the group and you want to calculate average, then add that thing equally. And whenever you want to take out something from a group, right, then take that thing equally from each and every person available. So this is actually average, actually is equal distribution. Okay, and then there is one more term, weighted average. Any idea about this? Yeah, it's a, see, actually your allegation and weighted average is one and same thing, right? These are two different ways of representing same thing. In allegation, so every question of weighted average can be solved using allegation, and every question of allegation can be solved using weighted averages. So in this chapter, I'll explain few questions and I'll discuss some questions of averages that can be handled using allegation also. So I hope you all have a clear idea of allegation, what to do, how to do, what allegation gives us, how to utilize that representation of allegation. Okay. So let's start with the very basic. We all know the meaning of average is sum of values of a given set divided by how many values are there. For example, I have written few numbers here, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 14. And if we want to find out their average, so what we will do, in the numerator we will add all these numbers, and the denominator will write down how many numbers are these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 numbers are these. And if we do this, we will end up with 7. So 7 is the average of this data set. We all know this, right? Pretty easy thing. But the most important thing, or the formula of average, is this. So what I have done is, I have represented this word average with the help of the word A. So now onwards I will use word A for average, word S for representing sum of the terms, word N for representing number of terms. Okay. Now, if I do a bit of manipulation over here, so this formula can be written as this as well, right? So from here, A and N, do the cross multiplication, so you will get sum is equals to average into numbers. So we will use only these two formulas to solve every question of average along with linear equations. Over here you will have linear equations. Okay. So pretty easy thing. So I hope this is very easy. Now one more point. Whether you talk about average, you talk about arithmetic mean, or you talk about mean, these three are one as same thing. Arithmetic mean, average and mean. This is one as same thing. Now, in 2013 and 2014, there was a question on mode, median and mid-range also. So I feel like we should know what is median, we should know what is mode, and we should know what is mid-range. So let's talk about all this stuff. See, suppose you have a set of values like this, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 14. You have a set of values. So if you arrange those values in a particular order, so what I have done, I have arranged these values in a increasing order, right? Then the middlemost value in the new arrangement, the middlemost value gonna be your median. Okay. Arrange all the values of given data set in an increasing order. Then the middlemost value gonna be your median. Okay. But sometime it may possible that you have even number of values in a data set. For example, see this 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 14 and 15. How many values are these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 values are these. Over here, how many values were there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 values were there. If number of values are odd, then the middlemost value is median. But if number of values are even, in that case, what you will do? You will pick middlemost two values. For calculating median, you will take middlemost two values and calculate their average. So 6 plus 7 is 13 by 2, which is 6.5. So for this data set, your median is 6.5, and for this data set, your median is 6. I hope you know the value, you know the meaning of median now. Arrange the data set or all the values of data set in an increasing order. Okay. Now let's talk about what do we understand by mode. Mode. Analyze all the values of given data set, then find out which value is most frequent. See, in this data set, which value is most frequent? 5. So 5 is the mode of this data set. Am I clear? And finally, what about mid-range? Mid-range. In case of mid-range, what you will do? You will pick the highest value of the given data set. Lowest value of the given data set and the highest value of that data set and calculate their average. For mid-range, what you will do? From the given data set, pick the lowest value, pick the highest value, calculate their average. It will gives you the mid-range for this data set. So mid-range for this data set is 9. So I have kept the example almost same in every case so that you can differentiate between median, mode and mid-range. Done? Yeah. Generally increasing or decreasing order, both are applicable. But there has to be an order. Done, guys? Okay. Now, we know the formulas, we know the few definitions. So let's go for the questions directly. So this is the meaning of weighted averages. There is no, right now, there is no need to pay attention to this formula. Just try to solve this question on your own first. How you want to handle it? See, we have average salary of A and B. A and B are two people. Their average salary is given to us, it is 6,000. Then there are three more people, C, G and E, and their average salary is given to us, which is 8,000. And we want to find out average salary of all five. So A, B, C, D, 7,200. Okay. Yes, 7,200 is the right answer. Now guys, what you people can do here? See, to find out average salary of all the five people, you should know the total salary of all the five people. Average salary of A and B is 6,000. Right? So, total salary of A and B must be equal to 6,000 into 2. Right? Plus, average salary of these three people is 8,000. So, total salary of these three people must be equal to 8,000 into 3. Easy one. Now, if you add both of them, you will get the total salary of all five. divide this by total number of people, that is 5, you will get the answer. Now, can we do this question using allegation? Now, the basic problem that students face while dealing such type of problems, they don't know when to apply allegation and when to apply weighted average. They get confused between these things. So when to, for a particular question, when we should apply allegation and when we should apply weighted averages. Over here, the weighted average is the best thing. In this case, the weighted average is the best thing. Otherwise, now, if you want to solve this question using allegation, so see, we have two groups, group 1 and group 2. The average of first group is 6,000. The average of second group is 8,000. Now, if we mix these two groups, we should get the average of all 5. Now, do we know the average of all 5 here? No, we don't know. So, we have to assume this thing. Now, group 1, there were 2 people, group 2, there were 3 people. If you mix these two groups, you will get 5 people. So, inside over here, we should write down the average of all the 5. We don't know that average here. So, do remember, whenever this middle term is not given to you, don't apply allegation. Calculation will become a bit lengthier. And if this middle term is present, then solve that question through allegation only. You will get answer quickly. Agreed? So over here, this middle one is not known to us. Now, like if I want to solve this question completely with allegation, see, now this x must lie between 6,000 and 8,000. General funda of allegation. So this x will definitely be greater than 6,000 and less than 8,000. Right? Now, so I can say one thing. Now from here I can say one thing. X is less than 8,000, then diagonally across write down 8,000 minus x. This is what we do in allegation. Okay, and over here x is greater than 6,000, so diagonally across write down x minus 6,000. And this ratio of differences, as per allegation, this ratio of differences will be equal to number of people belongs to group 1 is to number of people belongs to group 2. Number of people that belongs to group 1 were 2 and number of people that belongs to group 2 were 3. Hence, this ratio of differences must equal to this ratio of number of people. Now, equate this, get the value of x. You will get the same answer. But just try to understand one thing. If this middle value is not known to us, don't apply allegation. Agreed? In that case, solve question through weighted averages only. I hope guys this first part is clear to everybody. Okay. Can I erase it now? Okay. Try this one. The average salary of all the employees in a small organization is 8,000. The average salary of 7 technicians is rupees 12,000 and the average salary of rest is 6,000. The total number of employees in the organization. You got a choice. You have two ways of dealing with this question. One is weighted average, second one is allegation. (21). 21. So what have you used? Weighted averages you. Okay. Yes, everyone, please pay attention. Now, see, in this question again, we have two groups. One group containing technicians only, and other is rest. Second group is rest of the employees. Okay. How we can see? Suppose if total number of employees are X, let's say total number of employees in that organizations are X, then out of X, 7 are technicians, so remaining X minus 7 must be rest of the people. Agreed? Now, what is the average of first group? The average of first group is 12,000. What is the average of second group? Remaining people, 6,000. Right? Now, these 7 technicians and these remaining people, if I add them, I will get total people. So, over here we should write down the average of all the people or all the employees. Now, read the first line carefully. The average salary of all the employees in the organization is 8,000. Right? Now, in this case, this middle value is known to us. Now, see, 8,000 is less than 8,000 is greater than 6,000. So, what you will do? 8,000 minus 6,000, you will write down 2,000 here. Is 2. 12,000 is more than 8,000. So, diagonally across, you will write down 12,000 minus 8,000, which is 4,000. Now, what is this ratio? 1:2. What does it mean? It means for every single technician, for every one technician, we're gonna have 2 people that belongs to rest of the group. For every one technician, there are 2 people that belongs to rest of the group. Over here, we have 7 technicians. So, 1 correspond to 7. So, this 2 must correspond to 14. So, there are 7 technicians and rest of the people are 14. 7 plus 14 is 21. So, total people or total employees are 21. I hope guys this part is clear to everybody. Now, this question can be solved using weighted averages also. But what I feel is if you solve this question through weighted averages, your calculation will be bit lengthier, But if you are very efficient with equation, then you can go with that as well. Choice is yours. I hope this thing is clear to everybody. Can I erase it now? So answer over here is option A, that is 21. Done, guys? Okay. Now this is the next part, next concept under average. See, for a given data set, if numbers are in AP, what does it mean? Let's say I want to find out average of 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. I want to find out average of these 5 numbers. So generally what we do, 10 plus 20 plus 30 plus 40 plus 50 divided by 5, and answer will come out to be equal to 30. Now, if for a particular data set you arrange the given numbers in a particular order, and then if you analyze their difference, 10 and 20 difference is 10, 20 and 30 difference is 10, 30 and 40 difference is 10, 40 and 50 difference is 10, right? So when you have arranged the given values of a data set in a particular order and the difference between the consecutive terms remains constant, then this kind of arrangement is called arithmetic progression, AP. AP, that stands for arithmetic progression. Clear? Now, whenever the given numbers are in AP and you want to find out average of all these numbers. You want to find out average of all these numbers. So the average of all these numbers will definitely be equal to first number plus last number divided by 2. 10 plus 50, 60 by 2, the average of these 5 numbers will definitely be 30. You can calculate it. Right? It can be calculated like second number and second last number divided by 2. Again, this thing will work. Right? Third last number divided by 2. Things will work. Okay? So what we can do is, if the given numbers are in AP or arithmetic progression, then what we're gonna do, we will pick the first number and the last number divided by 2 and we'll get the answer. Agreed? Is this clear? That is why average is called arithmetic mean also. Done? Everybody? Here? Agreed? Okay. So if you feel like you have understood this fact, then I have a challenge for you. Please don't use pen or paper. Don't use pen or paper and tell me, what is the average of first 100 even numbers? First 100 even number, what is the average? First 100 even numbers. Don't use pen or paper. Now, just try to understand one thing over here. Even numbers. Even numbers are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. They will form an AP. They will create an AP, no? So, if they are creating an AP, then there is no need to add all the 100 numbers. What we can do? First even number. So, first even number gonna be 2. Now, what will be the 100th even number? 200, not 100. You did 100. 2 plus, you did 2 plus 98 by 2. Now, so try to understand one thing in the question that I have framed. In this question, first even number gonna be 2 and your 100th even number gonna be 200. Agreed? I know these numbers will form an AP. So to calculate their average, what we gonna do? First number plus last number divided by 2. Average is 101. Agreed, bacho? Now, why this is applicable over here? Because even numbers are forming an AP. And whenever there is a formation of an AP, what we gonna do? We will pick the first number plus last number divided by 2 to calculate the average. Clear? Now, okay. Tell me the average of first 100 odd numbers. Okay, let me be more specific. First 100 odd natural numbers. It's gonna be 100 only. Average of first 100 odd natural number gonna be 100 only. How come? Which one is the first odd natural number? 1. The second one, 3. The third one, 5. And in this way, the 100th one gonna be 199. Now, are they forming any kind of AP? Yes. The difference between the consecutive term is 2, which is same. So, to calculate their average, what we gonna do? The first number, which is 1 itself, the last number, which is 199 divided by 2, which is 100. Clear? Yes? No? See, how many odd numbers are there from 1 till 100? 50? That is why the total is 100. If number is not even, then that number has to be odd. Agreed? So, the last or the 100th odd number must be 199. Okay. Now, if you feel like you have understood this fact, then I have one more question to you. Calculate Just write it down. It's a homework for you. You can use calculator for it. You can use Google for it. You can use any kind of AI for it. Chat GPT, Google Bard, anything. You are free to use. Question is, just write down. What is the average of first 100 prime numbers? Find out the average of first 100 prime numbers. Okay, so this is your homework. UPSC will not ask this question. Not in near future, never. But this is a challenge. Just go with it. Just try to handle it. Huh? Now, next question. I hope you understood this fact now. AP is clear. Okay. Now, this is the next thing. Next fact under averages. See, let's say we have numbers like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. We have these 5 numbers. And so what is the average of these 5 numbers? The average of these 5 numbers is 30. Now, what these facts are saying, if you increase every number by same constant, for a given data set, if you increase every number by same constant, average will grow by that same constant. Okay, so if you increase every number, 10 is 12 now, 20 is 22 now, 30 is 32 now, 40 is 42 now, 50 is 52 now. So average of these 5 numbers gonna be 32. And vice versa. If average is getting increased by 2, then hypothetically what you can say is every single number of that data set is increasing by 2. This is hypothetical. Right? Am I clear? Same goes with difference also, same goes with multiplication also, same goes with division also. Right? For example, let's say we have, let's say these are 5 numbers, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Their average obviously is 30. Right? Now each number is divided by 2. Each number is divided by 2. Each number is being divided by 2. Then definitely the average of new number formed will be 50. Average of the new number formed will be 15. See, 10 divided by 2, 5, 20 divided by 2, 10, 30 divided by 2, 15, 40 divided by 2 is 20, 50 divided by 2 is 25. Calculate the average of these new 5 numbers. This is gonna be 15 again. Okay, agreed? So, if you increase by same constant, you decrease each number of a data set by same constant, or multiply it by same constant, or divide it by same constant, do the same with the average also to get the new average. Clear, guys, this fact? Okay. Now, before paying attention to this question, I would like you to solve the question first. Try, everybody. I think time, speed, distance has not been discussed yet. No issues, but you know the formula of speed. It is distance upon time. Huh? So, what should be the answer? Now, if few people are saying 24 is the right answer, if few people are saying 25, it is wrong. The reason behind it is average speed is not equal to sum of speed divided by number of speeds. No. Remember, average speed is actually equal to total distance traveled divided by total time taken. Total distance traveled divided by total time taken. Right? This is how you calculate average speed. Remember, average speed is not sum of speed divided by number of speeds. No. It is equals to total distance traveled divided by total time taken. Agreed, guys? Okay. Now in this very question, what happened? There is a student named Mohan. Let's say he went to his school. Let's say he went to his school from his home. He went to his school from his home at a speed of 20 kilometer per hour and comes back at a speed of 30 kilometer per hour. So, do I know what was the distance between home and school here? Do I know it? No. So, let's say the distance between home and school is x. The distance between home and school is x. Right? Then, distance between school and home must be x again. If distance between home to school is x, then definitely distance from school to home must be x again. Right? मतलब अगर वो घर से स्कूल जाता है तो घर से स्कूल सीधा जाता है. मतलब यहां पे हम डिस्प्लेसमेंट का बात नहीं करते हैं, हम डिस्टेंस का बात नहीं, डिस्प्लेसमेंट का बात करते हैं. सीधा सीधा डिस्टेंसेस, स्ट्रेट डिस्टेंसेस की बात करते हैं. राइट? ओके. नाउ सो ओवर हियर प्लीज टेल मी, now we want to calculate their average speed. So what is the total distance traveled by Mohan in this case? X plus x, that is 2x, divided by total time taken. When Mohan went to his school from his home, distance was x, speed was 20. So time taken must be equal to x by 20. Right? Now, he is coming back. When he is coming back, the distance is x, speed is 30. So, he has taken x by 20 hours to reach his school and x by 30 hours to come back to his home from the school. So, this is the total time taken. So, total distance divided by total time taken is average speed, and this is equals to, if you calculate it, it will comes out to be equal to 24 km per hour. Yes. Now, see, done guys? Any problem here? No. Okay. Now, please pay attention to this equation that we framed in the end. 2x upon x by 20 plus x by 30. X can be taken common in the numerator, x can be taken common in the denominator. So x from the numerator and x from the denominator will get cancelled out. So this final equation is independent from the value of x. This final equation does not depend upon my answer will not depend upon this value of x here. It is independent from the value of x. So rather than assuming x here, what else you can do? What else you can do? Assume a number which comes in the table of 20 as well as in 30. 60. Assume distance between home to school is 60. Then distance between school to home must be 60 again. Now we want to calculate we want to calculate average. So total distance traveled is 60 plus 60, 120, divided by, when he went to school, distance was 60, speed is 20. Distance is 60, speed is 20. Time taken must be 3 hours. While coming back, distance is 60, speed is 30. Time taken must be 2 hours. Calculate this, get your answer, 24 km per hour. Getting it, guys? So what you can write on a short note over here. If distances traveled are equal, we can assume distance as per our convenience. Or if you are mathematician, then I would say if distances are equal, then average speed is equals to harmonic mean of the given speeds. Okay, let it. हार्मोनिक मीन आपको सिलेबस में नहीं है, एपी जरूर है, राइट? एपी इज देयर इन योर सिलेबस नाउ. जीपी का मेंशन नहीं है. लाइक फ्रॉम 6th till 10th I have read all the NCERTs this time. but there is no mention of GP anywhere, but AP has a mention. हाँ, आपने नहीं पढ़ा बट अब है. अब वाले बच्चे 10th क्लास में पढ़ते हैं. मैंने नहीं पढ़ा था. I have studied all these facts in 11th class. APGP I have studied in 11th. Okay, let it. I hope this part is clear. Now let's talk about next thing. Oh, for cricket lovers, right? Now just tell me one thing, don't pay attention to this board. What do we understand by batting average? Runs per match divided by
total number of innings played.
Total number of innings in which he got out, not total number of innings played. Right now, if you talk about Rohit, his batting average is around 66 for this World Cup. How this thing is possible? 66 something, around 66. Hello? Done? Hello? Okay. Now, let's talk about batting average. Let's talk about Rohit. Let's say he has played 4 innings. I will discuss 2 cases here. In first match, he scored, let's say, 40 runs and he got out. In the second match, he scored 80 runs, he got out. In the third match, he scored 120 runs and he got out. And in the final match, he scored, let's say in the 4th innings, he scored 160 runs and he got out. So in this case, if you want to find out the batting average of Rohit, so what you will do? 40 plus 80 plus 120 plus 160. You will add all these values. So what is this? 40, 80, 120, 120, 240, 240 and 160, 400. Add all these values and divide by 4 now. Because he got out in every innings. That is why you will divide it by 4. So his batting average is 100. But suppose he was not out in this 4th match. He went not out in this 4th match. Then in this very case, his batting average gonna be 400 divided by 3 now. You won't include this case. Okay, so 400 divided by 3 is 133.33 something average. So please be very careful with this. Done? Second thing is, how do we calculate bowling average? What do we mean by bowling average? Although I have written it for you guys. But what? Yes, runs conceded per wicket. So in case of bowling average, we do not include the innings played by the bowler. Remember it. We will include total run conceded by the bowler divided by total number of wickets taken. Okay. Although this formulas will be given implicitly in the question itself. Right? All these stuff will be given to you implicitly in the question itself. You have to read the question very carefully. But this is very dicey, that is why I have explained it. And what do we understand by the economy of the bowler? Economy of the bowler for a particular match. Yes, it is runs conceded by the bowler per over. Per over, right? So don't worry guys, there is no need to cram these values. All these values or all these formulas will be given implicitly in the question itself. Just read the question carefully. Okay. So I hope these three things are clear. Now let's talk about what next we have here. Okay, try this question. So you have to use a bit of calendar here. क्यों? Why? Okay guys, listen. Huh? So first of all, you should know how many Sundays are there. 25. 285 is the right answer. What about other people? Just tell me one thing, how many Sundays are there? 5 Sundays gonna be there. And how many Mondays gonna be there? Huh? Sunday 5, Monday gonna be 5 again. But if you talk about Wednesday or Tuesday तो 4 है इस केस में. But हमें Tuesday नहीं चाहिए. I'm just okay. Now listen, everybody. So I know on every Sunday number of visitors are 510. On every Sunday number of visitors are 510. We are talking about a month in which we have 30 days and this month is beginning with Sunday. If this month is beginning with Sunday, then first of that month must be Sunday, 8th of that month must be Sunday again, isn't it? After 7 days. Then 15th will be Sunday again, then 22nd will be Sunday again, and 29th gonna be Sunday again. So in this way, how many Sundays are there in this month? 5 Sundays are there. Done? Can I erase it now? So, see, we are talking about Sunday. Average number of people per Sunday is 510. And number of Sundays are 5. Number of Sundays are 5. Now let's talk about rest of the days. Rest of the days. We have 2 groups again. Let's talk about rest of the days. On every single day for this group, number of people that are visiting is 240 only. Right? So out of 30 days, 5 are Sunday. So remaining 30 minus 5, 25 must be the rest of the days. Clear? Now, if we want to find out average for entire month, then I should know the total number of visitors for entire month divided by total number of days. So see. So 540 visitor, number of days are 5. So 540 into 5. Am I clear why I have written this? Right? And 240 visitor for every single day belonging to this 25. So plus 240 into 25 divided by 30. Am I clear guys? Oh, 510. I'm really sorry. It is 510. It is 510 here. Kindly correct it. It is 510 here. Done? So why I have done this 510 into 5 and 240 into 25 by 30. I hope this is clear to everybody. Agreed? Now solve this, get the answer. It will comes out to be equal to 285. Now let me give you one more insights into it. Done? Okay, everybody? Now listen. Please. Why not visitor? Because see what we want to find out. Average number of visitor per day is what we are looking for. Average number of visitor per day, so it must be equal to visitor. Total number of visitor must be equal to in the numerator and total number of days must be in the denominator. So this is what I am telling you to do. Like read the question carefully. You will get the answers automatically. It was given here. Agreed, guys? Now see 510 into 5. How you will multiply this thing? 510 into 5. Huh? Secondly, what you can do is half of 510. Half of 510 is what? 255. Right? Add 1 0 over here now. See, if you want to multiply any number, like you want to multiply 24 with 5, just do the half of 24. It is 12, add 1 0. Okay. Now, but still you can handle this part. 24 into 25, 600. You can handle this part. Let me tell you one more thing over here. See, again in this question I have two groups. One belongs to number of Sunday, the other group belongs to rest of the days. Right? In this, I know the average for Sunday, I know the average of rest of the days. By that I don't know the average for entire case. I don't know it. But one more thing that I know here is the number of Sundays and the number of rest of the days. So what is this ratio? What is 5:25? It comes out to be equal to 1:5. This 5:25 is 1:5. Now, rather than using this 5 here, use this. Do 5 into 10. For every 5, use 1. Do 5 into 5, 10 into 1. See, here I did 5, 10 into 5. I have reduced these ratios. So for 5, I will use 1 now. For 25, I will use 5 now. So 5, 10 into 5. That is why 5, 10 into 1. The next thing is 240 into 25. So I will do 240 into 5. Divided by 5 plus 5 was 30. So over here I will do 1 plus 5, that is 6. Calculate this. 5, 10, 240 into 5 is 1200 upon 6, which is equals to 1710 upon 6, which is equals to 285. Which calculation is more easier? Right? This is again weighted average, nothing else. Again weighted average, but with a pinch of allegation. So rather than use, yes please. See, how come 30 here? You did 5 Sundays plus 25 rest of the days. So 5 plus 25 was 30. Now for every 5 I am using 1. For every 25 I am using 5. So 5 plus 25 was 30. So that is why 1 plus 5 I should use 6 here. And one more case, one more funda over here is what you can do. Take 5 common from the numerator and from the denominator here. Rather than going like this, take 5 common here from the numerator. In the numerator, you gonna left out with 5, 10 only. And on this side, you will left out with 240 into 5. For this very case. Rather than going manually, what else you can think? Take 5 common in the numerator. You gonna left out with 5, 10 plus 240 into 5. In the denominator, you had 30. So 5 6 are 30. Again you will end up with that thing. The basic purpose is to make our calculation bit easier. Otherwise question तो वैसे भी हो ही जाना है, doable है. I hope this part is clear to everybody. So be very careful whenever you have some kind of fraction in the end, then don't try to calculate that thing manually, rather than try to think whether we can take common something from the numerator or something from the denominator. If that is possible, what happens gonna be, your calculation will become bit easier, nothing else. I hope this part is clear to everybody. Now, yes. Now, before solving this question, let me tell you, sum of the squares of first n natural numbers, sum of the squares of first n natural number is n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 divided by 6, right? Sum of the first n natural numbers is n into n plus 1 divided by 2, and cubes of first, sum of the cubes of first n natural numbers, it is n into n plus 1 divided by 2 whole square. Now I have given you the formulas, you know the meaning of average. Try to handle this for question number 1. Can I erase this formula part now? No. Five. Can I erase this now, formula? See, you want some more time or shall I discuss? Second is 15 into 50 into 101. It should be 50 into 10, not 50, 25. Okay, cross check your calculation. You made a mistake somewhere. The formula of the cube was n into n plus 1 divided by 2 whole square. Yes. The first one answer is 5 and second one answer is 255025. Option A. Now, discuss करें, है ना? Listen. See, for the first question, if we want to find out average, then in the numerator we should write down sum of all the numbers. Sum of all the numbers. Right? If you observe this series or sequence, you will find in this sequence 1 comes only one time. right? 2 comes 2 times. 2 comes 2 times. So if I want to add first 3 terms, then my answer, my sum gonna be 1 plus 2 plus 2, that is 4. Over here, check it out. 1 into 1 is 1, 2 into 2 is 4, 1 plus 4 is 5. So agreed. Now in this 3 comes 3 times. So 3 plus 3 plus 3 is what? 9. So rather than writing 3 plus 3 plus 3, I am writing it like 3 into 3, which is 9 again. Now in this very same fashion, this is, oh wait, this has to be comma here. So now 4 will comes how many times? 4 times. So you will do 4 plus 4 plus 4 in the numerator. So rather than going like that, what I am doing is I am writing it like 4 into 4. Now in this way, in the end you will have 7 into 7. So how many times 7 will come? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this numerator is clear. Now try to understand how many terms are there. See, 1 comes 1 time, 2 comes 2 times. So if I want to go till 2, how many terms are there? 1, 2, 3. So that is why 1 plus 2 in the denominator, because in the denominator we will write down how many numbers are there. Agreed? In the numerator we will write down sum of all the numbers. In the denominator we will write down how many numbers are there. So see, if I want to start from 1 and I want to go till 2, how many numbers are there? 1, 2, 3. So 1 plus 2, 3. Getting it? Now in this similar manner, starting from 1 and I want to go till 3. I want to go till this third 3. So how many terms are these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just add 3 here, you will get 6 again. So to find, so then must be 4, then must be 5, and then must be 6, and finally must be 7 in the denominator. Agreed, bachcho? Is this clear, guys? Now in the numerator you have sum of squares. Sum of the squares of the first 7 natural number. In the numerator you have sum of the squares, right? Sum of the square is n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 divided by 6. This is the result from the numerator only. This whole thing. Now let's talk about denominator. In the denominator we have sum of natural numbers. It must equal to n into n plus 1 divided by 2. Clear, guys? Now a fraction is being divided by another fraction. So it should be 7 into 7 plus 1 into 15 upon 6. This lower fraction will get reciprocal. 2 upon 7 into 7 plus 1. So this 2 and this 3 cancelled out. This 7 and 7 cancelled out. 7 plus 1 and 7 plus 1 cancelled out. 15 by 3, answer is 5. Now if you are a mathematician, you can solve this question by using n only. That formula again. Okay. But I feel every single step is clear to everybody now. Agreed, guys? Any doubt anywhere, please ask. Can I erase it? Now, done? Let's talk about the second one. In the second one, in the numerator, we will write down sum of all the terms. So 1 cube plus 2 cube plus 3 cube plus 4 cube, and this goes on till 100 cube. Sum of all the terms. And tell me how many terms are there? Only 100 terms are there. I know some of you may have done n into n plus 1 divided by 2 in the denominator. Hai na? So Over here, number of terms are 100 only. This is your first term, second term, third term. In this way, if you count this 100 cube, gonna be the 100th term. So, how many numbers are there in this data set? 100 numbers are there. Agreed. Calculate this now. Now, formula was n into n plus 1 divided by 2 whole square. N is 100. 100 plus 1 divided by 2 whole square. This is your numerator only. This is your numerator only divided by 100. Clear, guys? Done? Now solve this. So in the numerator we have, it will become, the numerator will become 100 square into 101 square upon 4, and this whole thing is divided by 100. This will become 100 square. 100 plus 1 is 101 square divided by 2 square, that is 4, and this whole thing, this whole numerator is divided by 100. Clear? Now erase this. Tell me, what should we do now? How to handle it? Is it like 4 into 100, or this 100 will go in the numerator? It's gonna be 4 into 100, right? See, so this will become 100 square into 101 square upon 4 into 100. This whole calculation is this. Clear hai na sabko? Now 100 and this get cancelled out. 100 by 4 is 25 and 101 square is 10201. If you solve this, you will end up with 255025. What happened? Is this clear? Okay. So answer of this question is option A. Done, guys? Can I erase it? See, whenever you feel like stuck, please ask. Okay, now try to handle this question. Average of 21 consecutive even number is 100. Find the product of the smallest and the largest. So, अगर मैं यूपीएससी की बात करूं, so this is the पराकाष्ठा of the difficulty level of UPSC. Extreme, zenith. For this near future. No. So probability of answering the right question right now is 33.33%. Okay. You want some more time? जो मैंने सबसे पहले पूछा था उस केस में 1 से चालू 2 से हम स्टार्ट कर रहे थे, बट इन दिस केस दे कैन स्टार्ट फ्रॉम एनी, इट कैन बी 22, इट कैन बी 52, इट कैन बी 82, इट कैन बी 80. Okay, let me give you a hint. No. इवन नंबर का प्रोडक्ट करेंगे तो इवन ही आएगा, सारे नंबर इवन ही है. Every number is even here in the option. See, let me give you a hint. You can use that hint. Huh? See, hint is 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. These are 5 numbers. They are in AP. They are in AP. Then the middle number is their average also. 100 is the right answer. Okay, listen, it's a hint to all of you. If you have some numbers and those numbers are in AP, then, and if number of numbers are odd, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 numbers are present, then the middle one is your average also. Getting it? The middle one is the average also. Getting it? Let me give you one more example. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is the average of these 5 numbers? 3. Add करके देख लो ना. 1 plus 2, 3 plus 3, 6 plus 4, 10 plus 5, 15 by 5 is 3. So average is 3. Now, if this is the middle number, then how many gaps are present before it? 2 gaps are present before it for this very case. And how many gaps are present after it? 2 gaps are present after it. Now try to understand. 5 numbers were these. 5 numbers were these. Then one number has been included in the counting, that is, so we are left out with 4. And if you divide 4 by 2, then 2 dashes, 2 gaps are present before this number and 2 gaps are present after this number. Clear? Now, try to understand. I solve this question through equations also, but try to understand this part. How many consecutive numbers we have here? 21 consecutive numbers. So, first, second, third, fourth. In this way, somewhere in the line, I will get 11 and then 20 and then 21. Right? So, even these are consecutive even numbers. Even number are always in, they always form an AP. Even number always form an AP. Agreed? So if they form an AP and 21 numbers are given to you, then the middlemost number should be 100 also. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In these 5 numbers, the average is 3 as well as the middlemost number is 3. Agreed? In the similar manner, over here we have 21 natural numbers, 21 consecutive even numbers, and their average is 100. So the middlemost number must be 100. Let me give you one more example. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. How many numbers are these? 7 numbers are these, and they are in AP. Then middlemost number, the middlemost number will be the average also. Agreed बच्चों? हाँ, 80 and 120. So in the similar manner, 21 numbers are present. So what number is the middlemost for 21? 11th. Because 11 से पहले भी 10 number होंगे, 11 के बाद भी 10 number होंगे. So the average of these 11 number, these 21 number is 100. So definitely the 11th number of that series must be 100. And before this 100, we gonna have 10 numbers. After this 100, we gonna have 10 numbers. Agreed? So before this number, 10 numbers, so 10 gaps must be present. अगर यहाँ पे 100 है, like assume if it is 100, then I just want to write down a number which is just before 100, so that number must be 98. We are writing even consecutive numbers, no? So the number before 98 must be 96. So if I want to write this number backwards, so every number is decreasing by 2. Every number is decreasing by 2 and I want to write down 10 numbers here. So for every single number I will decrease by 2. For 10 numbers I will decrease by 20. So the lowest number over here gonna be 80. In the similar manner over here we gonna come across increment. So after 100 next consecutive even number is 102. The very next consecutive even number is 104 and in this way we have to write down 10 numbers. So the last number over here gonna be 120. So the smallest number for these 21 numbers having 100 as an average gonna be 80 and the largest number gonna be 120 and we over here are looking for their product. So what is the product of 80 and 120? The product of 80 and 120 is 9600. Is this clear to everybody, guys? We can solve this question through equation also, but did you get any hint, any conceptual in depth for this particular part? Am I clear, guys? Now, if you want to solve this question through equation, so what else you can do? See, how do we represent an even number? How do we represent an even number? Yes, n plus 2, n plus 4 like that, right? We can do the same thing for odd numbers also, right? So suppose my first even number over here is n. Then next even number must be n plus 2. Then next even number must be n plus 4. Agreed, bachcho? This is your first even number. This is your second even number. This one is your third even number. Then what about fourth even number? N plus 6. Why? Let's start with 2. 2, 4, 6, 8. The difference between every consecutive even number is 2. That is why I assumed this. Any doubt here? No. Now, can you follow this pattern and please tell me what would be the 100th even number here? Sorry, what would be the 21st even number here? N plus 40. The 21st even number gonna be n plus 40. Yes or no, guys? Just observe the pattern. See, first, then n only, second, then 2, third, then 4, 4, then 6. Right? So, in this way, you can assume these 40 even numbers. Okay. Now, these 21 even numbers. Now, they are in AP. So, their average must be equal to first number plus last number divided by 2 and it is given equal to 100. Over here, it is given equal to 100. Now, solve this. This will become, if I solve this, it will become n plus 20 equal to 100 and n comes out to be equal to 80. So my first and the lowest even number for this very case is n only, which comes out to be equal to 80. The largest even number gonna be n plus 40. So n plus 40 is 120. Now we want to find out their product. So their product must be equal to 9600. Guys, any part, anything which is not clear? It's a pattern. You can apply that formula also, but if I ask you 2, 4, 6, what should be the next term? I have utilized that thing. I haven't discussed the concept of AP in depth now because we're gonna discuss AP as a chapter also. So I just want to keep it as manual as possible. Right now I'm keeping it as manual as possible. Right? See how, like, the major problem it might possible that few people are facing, how come this n plus 40? See, just try to observe the trend. If it was 2 here, then it is 2 into 1. Can I write it like this? If it is 3 here, then this 4 can be written as 2 into 2. This 6 can be written as 2 into 3. Agreed? Now see, for second term, we are doing 1 into 2. For third term, we are doing 2 into 2. For fourth term, 3 into 2. For third term, 2 into 2. For second term, 1 into 2. Are you getting any kind of pattern here? Listen, for second term, 1 into 2. For third term, 2 into 2. For fourth term, 3 into 2. So for fifth term, what will I do? For fifth term, what will I do? I will do 2 into 4. Right? In this way, I want to reach 21st term. So for 21st term, what you will do? N plus 2 into 20. Agreed? Otherwise, there is a formula for AP. But अभी के लिए इतना ही काफी है. Agreed, guys? हाँ. Very good.
So I was doing that. By using that, I arrived at the first term as 160.
So 2100 is the sum of all the numbers. The sum of formula. Sum of n terms of an AP is n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Okay. वहां से भी आ जाएगा, but no issues. I hope this thing is clear to everybody. Now, this is your P by Q. Try to handle it. Yes, 9600 is the right answer. See, the question that I have seen in your exam were very easy, except 2 or 3. That are, those problems are more like, I can say that those are more weird towards concept. They were over there, you don't have to calculate anything. They were more weird towards that conceptual thing. 30? 39.7, yes, 39.7 is the right answer. See, there are two things. We know average is equals to sum of all the numbers divided by number of numbers, and the second thing is sum is equals to average into number of numbers. So we can use these two formulas. Now listen, average marks of 100 students are given to be 40. So if average of 100 students is 40, then total of 100 students must be 100 into 40. Any problem? No. So this is the thing that we have assumed. Now what happened? Later it was found that marks of one student were 53, which were misread as 83. In this total, we have assumed a number wrongly, and that wrong number was 83. So if I subtract that wrong number and add my actual number, I will get the actual sum, isn't it, guys? From the sum that we got, from that sum I subtracted the wrong number. Now wrong number has been taken out and the right number has been included. So this must be the actual sum. Agreed, guys? Now we want to find out correct mean. See, there were 100 students, there were 100 marks. You picked 1 marks out of that group and you included 1 marks in that's some marks again. Meaningly a replacement is going on. 100 students are present, so you picked out one student from that group and you inserted a student back in that group. So how many students are there in finally? Number of students will remain finally, number of students will remain 100 finally. So this is the sum of all those 100 students. This must be divided by 100. It will give us the actual meaning or actual mean for those particular set of students, right? So this is their actual sum divided by actual number of people. You will get the actual mean. Now be very careful with calculations. See, now see this 100 into 40. This 100 into 40 when divided by 100 will remain 40 only, minus this 83 and 53. 83 is negative, 53 is positive. Difference is 30. So negative 30 upon 100 is what we are left out with. Now subtract this. It will gives us 39.7. Answer over here has to be. I have done nothing. I am just doing the calculation differently. It might possible that some of you will do 100 into 440, that is 4000. That is okay also. But I'm just telling you a different way of dealing with these problems. Agreed, guys? Because 83 was the wrong thing that was included in this total. I don't need it. This 83 has been included in this total and this 83 was the wrong part. So you need to extract that wrong part. So if you want to extract something, in case of mathematics, you will subtract. Now you have extracted the wrong part, then you should insert the right thing also. For inserting the right thing, what you will do? Addition. So you extracted 83, you added 53. Now this is the actual sum divided by 100, you will get the actual mean, that is 39.7. Clear, guys? Any doubt, bacho? So see, these are easy questions. Can I erase it now? Okay, this can be done based upon the similar trend. This is a same question. Try this question now. The average weight, try this question, of a class of 10 students is increased by 2 when one of the student of 30 kg left and another student joined. Now when somebody is leaving, you will subtract. If somebody is getting included in the group, you will add. See, there are only two formulas. Sum is equals to average divided by numbers. No, average is equals to sum divided by number, and sum is equals to average into numbers. These are the only two formulas, and with the help of these two, we can solve any question of average, any question. Just keep these two fundas in your head. Frame equation, get the answer. One. Okay, now listen, class. You want some more time or shall I discuss? Try to flow with the question, like read the every single line carefully and just try to use those two formulas. Try to fit in those two formulas. Now listen, see, average weight of a class of 10 students is increased by 2 when one student of 30 kg left. So the first statement is telling us that something is leaving the group. Some person is leaving a group. But if somebody is leaving the group, then there must be something very concrete before that student. So let's say the average in the very beginning, when nobody has left the group, was A. Right? What was the number of students at that time? What was the number of people at that time? 10. So what should be the total at that time? 10 into A. Agreed, guys? What is A here? A is the average in the very beginning. Done? Now what happened? This is the total. Now from this total, a person is leaving the group. So a person is leaving the group, so minus 30. A person is leaving the group. From that very total, a person is leaving the group. So that is why minus 30. Now in place of this person, another student is joining that same group. Let's say the weight of the another person is X. What is this now? What is this now? This is the total sum after this change. There was a total initially. From that total, a person has left, another person has joined. So minus 30 because this person has left the group, plus X because this person has joined the group. Now what is this? This is the actual sum right now. Agreed? Now this is one way. Now let's talk about one more scenario here. The average in the beginning was A. If this change happens, the average will decrease by 2. So if the average initially was A, then average now must be A minus 2. Increase. So average right now must be A plus 2. How many people are present after this change? 10 people are present. So this is the present average. Present average multiplied by present number of people will give us present sum. This is also the present sum. This is also the present sum. Both of these must be equal. Agreed? What was this? This was the equation that I developed after when this change happened. This is also the same thing. Because A plus 2 is the average when this change happened. Number of people after this change are 10. So both are the same thing. So they must be equal. Agreed, bacho? Yes, Kash. Yes, you. Now solve this. If you solve this, see what is A? A is the average initially. What is A? A is the average initially. Now, if you solve this, you will get the value of X here. What is the value of X? 50. Now, let us read the next line. After a few months, this new student left. After a few months, this new student left. Another student joined the group whose weight was 10 less than the student who left now. Right now, what is our total? Right now, our total is A plus 2 into 10. This is the present total. After this first change, this was the total. Now what happened? From this total, this student whose weight was 50, who joined in the very beginning. Now this student who joined in the very beginning has left the school or left the group. See, After few months, this new student has left. So this was the scenario after first change. So from this, a new student has left. This new student was X. This has left the group, and in place of X, one more student has joined the group. One more student has joined the group whose weight was 10 less. So if weight of X is 50, then the weight of the person who joined the group right now has to be 40. Clear? Now, what is this? This is the total after, this is the final total. What is this? This is the final total. Final total divided by final number of people. See, one student is joining the group, another student is leaving. So there is no change at all. So number of people in the beginning and number of people in the end must be same. So 10, it must be. Now if you calculate this, solve this. If you solve this, it will comes out to be equal to a plus 1. See, a plus 2 into 10 divided by 10, this 10 and 10 will get cancelled out. A plus 2 is what you are left out with, minus 50 plus 40. Minus 50 plus 40 is minus 10. Minus 10 upon 10 is minus 1. So a plus 2 minus 1 is a plus 1. See, there are, like, you can solve this question any way that you want. A plus solve करके आएगा. See, a plus 2 into 10 minus 50 plus 40, this whole thing divided by 10, it comes out to be equal to a plus 1. So what is this a plus 1? A plus 1 is your final. A plus 1 is your final average. Now what we are looking for? The difference between the initial and final average. The difference between the initial and final average is what? 1. Okay. Yes, Harsh, I'll explain this question in the end also. Okay. I hope for other people this part was clear. Right? How I am framing equation. See, this is how you should write in the examination also, because we don't have enough space to write down everything on the rough sheet. So I'm just keeping it as less as possible. If some calculation is not clear, you can ask me again. But okay, I'll explain this question again in the end. But for right now, we'll move on to the next part. Okay, try this question now. See, this question is again an easy one, but I want you to solve the calculation bit differently. Yes, 106 is the right answer. Kindly read the question over and over again if you feel like you cannot even start. Just read the question so that when I'll explain the things, you should know the given part already. Okay. See, every time we have to use two formulas. I told you, right? Read the given statement and then apply. Try to apply those formulas. That's it. See, you want some more time or shall I explain? Okay, I'll give you 30 more seconds. Yeah, 106 is the right answer. Okay, guys, time's up. Now listen to me, everyone. See, the batting average of 40 innings of a cricket player is 40, right? So in every inning he has scored 40 runs and number of innings are 40. So his total runs must be 40 into 40. पहली इनिंग में 40, सेकंड में 40, थर्ड में 40, in this way in every inning the average of 40 runs means in every inning he is scoring at least 40 runs. पहली में 40, दूसरे में 40, इस तरह से total number of innings are 40. So total must be total runs of that player till 40th inning must be 40 into 40. Agreed? Clear है सबको? Now read the next line. His highest score exceeds his lowest score by 56. Let's say the highest score of the player is X. Then his lowest score must be X minus 56. Any doubt? No. Next line. If these two innings are excluded, this is the total. From the total, you need to exclude this as well as this. So from the total, you have excluded the highest score and you have excluded the lowest score. Done? Now what is this? What is this? From the total of 40 innings, you excluded the highest score and you excluded the lowest score. So this must be the score of 38 innings. Yes or no? Highest score has been excluded, the lowest score has been excluded, 2 innings are excluded. So total innings were 40. Out of 40, two scores are gone. So how many are left out? 38. Agreed, bachcho? So what is this? This is the total sum of 38 innings. Now let's read the next line. The average of remaining innings is 38. Remaining 38 inning is 38 runs. So remaining innings are 38 and their average is 38. So sum of remaining 38 innings must be 38 into 38. What is this? This is also the sum of 38 innings. What is this? This is also the sum of 38 innings or total number of runs of 38 innings. Agreed, bachcho? Any point, any doubt at any point? Please ask. No, first और last नहीं है ये. Highest and lowest score है. Because it is not necessary that they will form any kind of AP here. Because we do not know the score. So it is not like, I hope this part is clear to everybody. So both of these must be equal because this is also the total number of runs after 38 innings and this is also the total number of runs after 38 innings. Agreed, everybody? Okay. Now listen. See, now what you people can do, you people can calculate the square of 40, you people can calculate the square of 38. What is the square of 38? 1,444. What about the squares of 40? 1,600. So you can solve this thing like this and you can handle this question. What else you can do? See, I'm just writing over here 40 square. This is minus x plus 56 and this is 38 square. Rearranging them on the left hand side, I'll have 40 square minus 38 square is equals to 2x plus 2x minus 56, or 2x minus 56. Now this is a square minus b square. A square minus b square is a minus b into a plus b. A minus b is 2 and a plus b is 78. A square minus b square is a minus b into a plus b. So our a is 40, our b is 38. So 40 minus 38 is 2 and 40 plus 38 is 78. Now 2 into 78 is what? 156, right? So it comes out to be equal to 156 equal to 2x minus 56. I can take 2 common, or rather than this, see, just write it like this: 2 into 78 into 2x minus 56. Take 2 common on both sides. On the left hand side you are left out with 78, on the right hand side you are left out with x and 56. Solve this. X comes out to be equal to equation above it. So 40 minus 38 is 2. Oh, got it. It should be 28 here. Because we have taken 2 common, right? So 78 is left out, from 2x only x is left out, and from 56 only 28 is left out. Now solve this, get the value of x. X will comes out to be equal to 78 plus 28, which is 106, and your highest score is 106 and your lowest score is, subtract 56 from it, which is 50. Is this clear? See, this is one way of dealing with it. If you recognize these kind of formulas immediately, this is not the easy thing to do. We need a lot of practice for these kind of scenarios. If you want to do calculation like this, we need a lot of practice. Otherwise, just remember squares. This is what I have told you in the very beginning. Remember at least squares of first 25 natural number. Answer is 106. We are looking for highest score. X was the highest score. See, lowest score is x minus 56. I hope guys this part is clear to everybody. No, mixing is not going on over here. So solving this question with allegation is very typical. There are 2 reasons. One more reason is present, because like we have, see over here we can say one thing, that score of 38 innings and score of remaining 2 innings is being merged, and the average score of 40 innings can be talked about. But we know the average for 38, we know the average for 40, but this average is missing. The average of the highest and lowest score is missing. So I have told you one thing. If you want to apply allegation, then these 3 values must be present. Then allegation will give the answers immediately or quickly. Other than that, weighted average is the right way. Okay, try this question, and if possible, try without pen. Without pen. Yes, Kashish, if you have assumed lowest x and highest x plus 56, then again you can get the right answer. 15, yes, 15 is the right answer. Akshay, can you please be a little bit more explanative? I cannot understand your problem. Akshay, for batting average question, can I use A minus B, A plus B wala funda? Okay, now let's talk about this question. This question is again easy one. See, first of all, let me explain how to solve this question through equations. है ना? Average age of 10 people is 37. Average is 37 people are 10. So total must be 37 into 10, or sum must be 37 into 10. This is what I can conclude from the first statement. Done, bacho? Now the next statement. If one man is added in the group, now we are adding one person. This was what we have initially. We are adding something to it. In the group, the average got decreased by 2. So we are adding something. Let's say the person whose weight we are adding is X. Now what is this? This is the total. This is the total age of 11 people. Agreed? Now there is one more. See, if this change happens, right? Initially the average was 37. Now after this change, average is getting decreased by 2. So new average must be 35. And how many people are present now? So new sum must be, what is this? This is also the new sum. What is this? This is also the new sum. Both of these must be equal. So from here X comes out to be equal to this 35 into 11. 35 into 11 is 385 minus 370, which is 15. Is this clear to everybody? Now see, doing 37 into 10 in the head was easy task. That is why I told you to solve this question without pen. Doing this thing in the head was easy. 35. You can multiply any number with 11 pretty easily. Okay. So this is the funda. So answer over here has to be 15. Is this clear to everybody? Done? Okay. Now, yeah, try this one. This is a CAT problem, very old CAT problem, CAT, not CSAT. Very old CAT problem. Yes, Akshay, your reasoning is also correct. Good. Good, Akshay, right. $75, yes. See, again, I would say there is only two formulas. Use them. Use them carefully. You will get the answers automatically. This was very old. There was a period when CAT was easy. Question that were there in the CAT exams were bit easy. Not every question, few questions. And if you talk about questions that are appearing in CSAT right now, in these days, and the difficulty level of the question that were there in 2007, or talking about CAT, the difficulty level of CAT around 2007 or 2008 and difficulty level of CSAT right now is comparable. This is what I can say. You can, like, there are few problems that were very similar to the problems that has been appeared in the CAT already, but before 2007. Afterwards, CAT is very, now I would say CAT right now needs a lot and lots of presence of mind, because there are sometimes questions that can be solved pretty easily by using option only, but for that you need to know the basics. But let's talk about CSAT, and I can like vouch upon this thing that CSAT can ask these kind of questions these days, because these are not that difficult. Listen to me. Why? I can give you 20 more seconds. I have to cover some more problems or more variety also. $75. Okay. So you took 20 seconds. Good. Now, listen, guys, see, read the first line and try to utilize like which formula. Average is equal to sum upon numbers, or sum is equal to average into number. Which formula you can apply? So first line says the average weight of three men A, B, C is 84. So let's say weight of A is A, weight of B is B, weight of C is C. If their average is 84, then their sum must be 84 into 3, which is equals to 240 plus 12, 252. Agreed? This is your equation 1. Any problem, bacho? This is what I can draw from the very first statement. Now read the next line. Another man D joins the group and the average now becomes 80. Now A was already present, B was already present, C was already present, D comes into the play. Now if their average is 80, then their sum must be 320, equation 2. Any problem, bacho? Now the next line. If another man E, whose weight is 3 kg more than that of D, another man E, whose weight is 3 kg more than that of D, this is what I can write, and finally replaces A, then average weight of B, C, D, E. Now over here, from here, A is being replaced by E, so this E plus B plus C plus D, their average is becoming 79. So their sum, if average is 79, then their sum must be 79 into 4, which is 316. Let's say this is your equation number 3. This is, let's say this is 3 and this is 4. This is what I can draw from the given statements. Now how to do 79 into 4? Yeah, 80 into 4 minus 4. Clear everybody? Now, what we want to find out? We want to find out weight of A, and this is what we have drawn from the given statement. Now, check out. Can I conclude something by using equation 1 and equation 2? Can I conclude something? See, if I do 2 minus 1, if I do 2 minus 1, I will get the weight of D automatically. See, 2 minus 1, A and A cancelled out, B and B cancelled out, C and C cancelled out. On the left hand side, we are left out with D. On the right hand side, 320 minus 252. 320 minus 252, it comes out to be equal to 68. So we know the weight of D now. What about the weight of E? Weight of E is 3 more than D. So 68 plus 3, that is 71. Weight of E is known to us. Right? Okay. Now, finally, we have one more scenario here. See, in equation number 4, if my main target is to calculate the weight of A. So, if I want to use equation 1 to find out the weight of A, then I should know the weight of B, I should know the weight of C, or I should know the sum of their weights. If I know any of these 3 things, I'll get the answer. Agreed? For calculating for calculating weight of A from the second equation, we will end up with the same scenario because weight of D is already known to us, 68. So again, we're gonna left out with A, B and C. So from the second equation also, if you want to calculate the weight of A, then you should know the individual weight of B, you should know the individual weight of C, or you should know the sum of their weights. See, if you do equation 2 minus equation 1, equation 2 minus equation 1, so A and A cancelled out, B and B cancelled out, C and C cancelled out. On the left hand side, we are left out with D. On the right hand side, 320 minus 252, 68. And weight of E was D plus 3, 68 plus 3, 71. Correct? Now, the basic thing is, if I want to answer this question right now, then I should know the combined weight of B and C. This is my target. So see, in this equation, in equation number 4, if I put this value of D, if I put this value of E, I will get the combined weight of B and C. My task is solved. So put these values, put this D and E in equation 4. Put D and E in 4. So the equation 4 will become 71 plus B plus C plus D is 68, which is equals to 360. Solve this. What we gonna get? B plus C comes out to be equal to 177. हाँ ठीक है. Right? Now see, I can utilize equation 1 and equation 2, any equation, to calculate the value of A now. Right? Now, in equation 1, value of A is not known. B plus C is 177. Put this value over here. It is equals to 252. And finally, 252 minus 177, and which comes out to be equal to 75. See, this is your way of thinking. I'm just telling you that equation 4 में से you are saying equation 4 में से equation 1 minus करते हैं. Good. E का भी पता ही है. Actually, this is same thing. We can go like that as well. If you do equation 4 minus equation 1 again, you will get the same thing. Okay. So, I hope this thing is clear to everybody. See, just read the statement and try to apply those 2 formulas. That's it. See, for CSAT, this is sufficient enough. Now, let's talk about next thing. This can be done. This can be done. Okay, try this question now. See, the maximum time that I can allow you is only 1 minute 30 seconds. Anna, try to handle it. I know the time duration is very less for the beginners, but try to cope with it. 24, yes. 24. You still have 30 more seconds. Hurry up. Good. क्या हो गया? Boring. I have to cover a lot of problems because there was a time when there were 4 problems from this very own chapter only in 2018 or like 19, but abhi 1 and 2, but you don't know. Okay guys, let's discuss this thing. Now listen everybody. The average temperature of Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday is 32. So let's read the first statement. Let's say temperature of on Monday is M, temperature on Tuesday is T and temperature on Wednesday is W. If their average is 32, then the sum of the temperature must be 96. Let's read the next line. If temperature of Thursday is 4/5 of temperature of Monday, right? And average temperature of Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday. Average temperature of Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday is also given. If average is 30, then their sum must be 30 into 3, that is 90, equation 2. Okay. And see, we have one more information. That information is Thursday is 4/5 of Monday. The temperature of Thursday is 4/5 of Monday. This is what else I know here. Now what you can do is equation 1 minus equation 2. Equation 1 minus equation 2. Tuesday cancelled out. Wednesday cancelled out. We are left out with Monday minus Thursday, which is equals to 6. And what we want to find out, the temperature of Thursday. We know temperature on Thursday is equals to 4/5 of Monday. Put this 4/5 of M, sorry, 4/5 of M. It comes out to be equal to 6. So from here M comes out to be equal to 30. If M is 30, then temperature on Thursday must be 24. Yes, it is given. Average 32 है. The average temperature of Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday is 32. It means the sum of the temperature on these 3 days divided by 3 is equals to 32. It does not mean that every day temperature was 32. No. Am I clear, guys? This can be done. Yes. Try to handle this question now. This question has a bit of for solving this question you need to know a bit of number system also. Listen to me. Let's say AB is a 2-digit number, right? And if we interchange the digits, then BA will become 2-digit number. So the difference of the 2-digit number, is equals to 9 times the difference of their digits. Hope you know this fact. Okay. Now, if you know this, then this question can be done. हम डिजिट को लिखने का जरूरत नहीं है ना. If you know the concept, then there is no need. You can handle it like this as well. At the end, you will end up with this only, na. This is what we need to know. I hope you know why this is happening. The difference of a number and the number that has been framed by interchanging its digit is always equal to 9 into the difference of those 2 digits. See, like 75 and 57, if you want to subtract them, answer is 18. So have you ever done the difference, have you ever subtracted 2 numbers by using multiplication? No. Listen, see, 7 and 5 difference is 2. What is 9 into 2? 18. 75 minus 57 is 18. That fact. Now listen, see, let's say you have a number 97. 97 minus 79. This is what you want to do. What is the difference? 2. What is 9 into 2? 18. 97 minus 79 is 18. Okay. Answer is 2. The answer of this question is 2. Now listen to me. A student finds the average of 10 2-digit numbers. There were 10 2-digit numbers, right? So let's say first 2-digit number was J, second 2-digit number was K, and in this way, 9th 2-digit number was, let's say, W. I'm just assuming it. And the 10th 2-digit number was AB. Suppose. So their average, a student find the average of 10 2-digit number. Do I know their average right now? We don't have any idea. So let's say the average of these 10 numbers was let's say L. If their average is L, then their sum must be L into 10, because we have 10 numbers. If their average is L, then their sum must be L into 10. This is the sum of those 10 numbers. This is the sum of those 10 numbers. Now, by mistake, what happened? By mistake, he writes one number with its digit interchanged. So he wrote J as it is, he wrote K as it is, he wrote every single number till W as it is, but while writing this 10th number, instead of writing AB, he wrote BA. He wrote BA, and because of this, what happened? Because of this, his result obtained was 1.8 less than the correct answer. This L was the correct answer. But right now, the average is L minus 1.8. For these numbers with digit interchanged, the average is L minus 1.8. Then what should be their sum? Into 10, no? Average right now is L minus 1.8. Average right now is L minus 1.8. Total number right now is 10. Then total right now must be L minus 1.8 into 10. एवरेज में चेंज आ रहा है, नॉट टोटल. टोटल में नहीं चेंज आया है. Just try to understand. He wants to find out the average. So average is getting reduced by 1.8. Agreed, bachcho? I hope these two things are clear. Now this is your 1, this is your 2. Subtract 2 from 1. Subtract 2 from 1. If you do that, J and J will get cancelled out. K and K will get cancelled out. Till W, every single number will get cancelled out because they were same. Now over here we are left out with AB, and in this case we are left out with BA because these two are different numbers. Other than these two, the remaining 9 numbers will cancel each other out. So AB minus BA is what I am left out with on the left hand side. What about right hand side? Right hand side I will left out with 18 only. See, L into 10. If you open this is L into 10 also, minus 18. So L into 10 minus L into 10 is nothing. So you're gonna end up with 18 on the right hand side also. Now what is this? Difference of a number and a number which is obtained by interchanging its digit is must equal to 9 into the difference of those two digits is equals to 18. Solve this further. So from here, difference of the digits will comes out to be equal to 2. So answer of this question has to be, guys, is this clear to everybody? While copying number, so जो फर्स्ट नंबर था वो उसने एज इट इज लिख लिया, सेकेंड नंबर भी एज इट इज लिख लिया. इस तरह से 9th नंबर तक ही रोट एवरी सिंगल डिजिट एज इट इज. बट while writing the 10th number, he wrote it with digit interchanged. Meaningly, suppose in the beginning, if the last number was 57, so rather than writing 57, he wrote 75 here. I want 57, but he wrote 75. And because of this change, there was a change in the average also. Got it? Can I erase it now, guys? Done? Now, what if the number was a 3-digit number? Try to handle this question on your own again. Right? I have explained you the one, the 2-digit one. So this is the same question, but now we have 10 3-digit numbers. So it is your homework. I have explained this, don't worry. This is your homework. Now, let's talk about this case. Now, this is what we learned in the very beginning. Batting average, bowling average, right? Bowler's economy. So I told you at that time that the formula for all these questions will be given in the question itself. You just have to read the question carefully. So try to read this question carefully. I'll give you 1 minute. Try to handle it. A man whose bowling average is 24.85 runs per wicket. Bowling average. In the next match, he takes 5 wickets and gives 52 runs. Thus, his average decreased by 0.85. Now, over here, it is bowling average, not any other average. It is bowling average. 0.8 runs per wicket. Find the number of wickets taken by him before the last match. Just before this thing, just before this case. Yes, 80. 1 minute is over. Now listen guys, see, listen. The first line says the bowling average is 24.85 runs per wicket. So from here, I can see the presence of the formula. I know bowling average is runs per wicket. This formula is given implicitly in the very first line. Any problem? Now read this line carefully again. A man whose bowling average is 24.85 runs. So from the first statement, I know the bowling average is 24.85 runs. I don't know how many runs he has conceded. I don't know how many wickets he has conceded in this case number 1 or in this statement number 1. Right? So let's say he has conceded X number of wickets in the very beginning. He has conceded X number of wickets in the very beginning. So over here, instead of wickets, I can write down X. So total runs, from here I can say the total runs conceded by that guy is 24.85X. This is your statement number 1. Any problem at any point, please ask. Just see the presence of this formula here. Bowling average is runs per wicket. So bowling average is given to us, which is 24.85. I don't know how many runs he has conceded, but number of wickets I assumed it to be X. So from here, total runs that he has conceded till this bowling average is this. Done? Now, in the next match, he took 5 wickets and gives 52 runs. Before this match, his total runs were 24.85x. Including this match, his total runs will become 24.85x plus 52. Including this inning or this match, his total runs will become 24.85x plus 52. Agreed? This was the number of runs before this match. So if you want to include this match, then number of runs will become 24.85x plus 52, because in this match he has considered 52 runs. Now what is this? This is the total number of runs including every single match. Done? Now total runs divided by total wickets. Total runs divided by total wickets will give you the new bowling average. 80. Now, so this is the total runs. Now, before this match, total wickets were X. Including this match, total wickets must be X plus 5. Before this match, total wickets were X. Now, if I include this match, in this match, number of wickets were 5. So, including this match, number of wickets will become X plus 5. Now, I know total runs upon total wickets is equals to bowling average. So, this must be equal to new bowling average. Now the new bowling average is decreased by 0.85. The old average was 24.85, then new average must be 24 now. Initially the average was 24.85. If I include this, then average must be decreased by 0.85. So 24.85 minus 0.85, so it must be equal to 24. Why? Because this is the new average and this is also the new average. Clear, everybody? Now solve this, get the value of x. From here x will comes out to be equal to 80, and this is what we were looking for. Done? So in every such case, the formula will be given to you implicitly. You just need to use that formula carefully. Done? Every single information? Okay. Last question. 3-digit wala? Yes. I haven't solved it, but we'll check this question after the class, don't worry. 3-digit, no. Yes, the middle one will go on. 3 will be the answer. 297 is a multiple of 99. Yes, 3 will be the answer. Okay. Now, before this, yes, try this question. Number of numbers were 10 na? Last question में 3 तब हाँ, then 3 is okay. Okay. ये मैं हिंट दे रहा हूँ. This is not the calculation that we gonna use in this case. Huh? Which option? 1 6. एक ही क्वेश्चन में 1 6 ना, 2 में 1 6 5 2 ना ना. I feel 1 6 1 5. हाँ नहीं नहीं नहीं. Which one? 1 6 1 5 is the right answer. Guys, you want some more time or shall I discuss? 1 more minute, okay. 85 into दिस क्वेश्चन, हाँ नहीं इसका एक और है, but I need some more time for averages because I still have few more variation to discuss for today. I'll discuss, this is the second last. I just want to discuss one more variation. Solar, हाँ. Now listen guys, everybody, see, 19% went to a hotel for a combined dinner party. 13 of them spent 79 each. So total money spent by 13 people is 13 into 79, right? And rest spent rupees 13 more than the average expenditure of all 19. Let's say average expenditure of all 19 is X. Average expenditure of all 19 is X. So out of 19, 13 people are spending 79 rupees. So 13 into 79 plus the rest. Out of 19, 13 are gone, 6 people are left. The remaining six people are spending 13 more than the average expenditure of all 19. 13 more than the average expenditure of all 19. So total money spent by these 6 person must be 6 into X plus 13. Clear? Any doubt here? And tell me one thing. What is this thing? What is this? Total expenditure of all 19 people. So this must be equal to 19 into X, because number of people are 19 and their average expenditure is X. So 19X. Now solve this. Now see, listen. It is 79, no? They spent. See. So 13 into 79 plus 6X plus 6 into 13 equal to 19X. Now 13 into 79 plus 6 into 13, this 6x on the other side will become negative. So 19x minus 6x will give us 13x. Take 13 common. Both sides take 13 common. 13 gone, 13 gone, 13 gone. So x comes out to be equal to 79 plus 6, which is 85. Now what we want to find out, what was the total money spent? The total money spent was 19x, because 19 people were present and everyone was spending x. So 19x is the total money. So 19 into 85, because value of x is 85. This is what we want to do. Now see, 19 into 85, 1615. Clear? Okay. Yes, this is the last problem. At the time of marriage of a son, the average age of mother, father and son is 42. After 1 year of marriage, a baby is born, and when the baby turns 5, this is a dicey statement here. Then the average of whole family becomes 36. Find the age of the daughter-in-law at the time of marriage. Answer of this question is 25. Mine is 25. गलत हो सकता है. Again, the time that I can give you is 1 minute 30 seconds. Try to handle it, है ना? And if you cannot solve this question, at least read this question as many times as you can. किसी का 31 तो नहीं आया? 31. A lot of people say 31, but 31 is not present in the option. 25 is the right answer. Again, we need to learn how to go with the question, how to flow with the problem. है ना? Daughter-in-law. ओके, डोंट वरी, जब मैरिज होगा तो होगा ना परसेंट. Okay guys, listen, see, if I read the first line, at the time of marriage of a son, the average age of mother, father and son is 42. So at the time of marriage, let's say the age of father is F, the age of mother is M, the age of son is S. Father, mother, son. The average age of these three people is given to us. It is 42. So sum of the ages of these three people must be 126. Equation 1. Any problem? Now what I have done, I have assumed F is the age of the father at the time of the marriage. M is the age of the father at the time of the marriage. And S is the age of the son at the time of the marriage. Now, son is getting married, definitely there has to be daughter-in-law also. Let's say D is the age of the daughter-in-law at the time of the marriage. Agreed? Now, what happened? After 1 year of marriage, a baby is born. So, after 1 year, the age of father will become F plus 1, age of mother will become M plus 1, the age of son will become S plus 1, the age of daughter-in-law will become D plus 1. Right? After 1 year of marriage, a baby is born in the... Okay, so this does not, this information is not required, this equation is not required. Let's read the equation carefully. Then when the baby turns 5 years old, then average age of whole family, in this family we have a mother, a father, a son, a daughter-in-law and a kid. So how many members are present in the family finally? 5 members, right? Now try to understand one thing over here. See, after 1 year of marriage, a baby is born, and when the baby got turned, or baby turns 5, right? Then we are going for this average age. So when baby is 5 year old, then this father must be F plus 6 year old. See, after 1 year, the baby was born. And when the baby was 5 years old, then the average is given to us. So from this till this, the total age gap is 6 years. Agreed, bachcho? So see, at the time of marriage, father was F. So at this particular time, father must be F plus 6, mother must be M plus 6, son must be S plus 6, daughter must be D plus 6 and child must be 5 years old. Agreed? Now, what is this? This is the sum of the ages of all the members right now. This is the sum of the ages of all the members right now. Right now, their average is 36. So, right now, their sum must be 36 into 5, which is 180. Clear, bachcho? Any doubt at any point, please ask. Now, see, what we want to find out? We want to find out age of the daughter. And what is D? What is D? We have assumed age of the daughter-in-law at the time of marriage to be equal to D. Put this equation 1 in equation 2. See, equation 2 will become f plus m plus s plus d. 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6, 18 plus 5, 23 equal to 180. Done. Now, f plus m plus s, f plus m plus s, f plus m plus s is 126. Put this 126 here. This equation will become 126 plus d plus 23 equal to 6 plus 6 plus 6, 6 present 4 times, so it should be 29. 6 is present 4 times, so 29. Solve this. D comes out to be equal to 25 here. Done. Okay, so this is it for the day. Now we are left out with 1 or 2 more variations, right? Those are the mixing of averages with alligation and ratios, and there is one case in which we will discuss how to deal with those options when we have option like data insufficient or data given is not properly given, such kind of options, because there were such kind of problems in your exam. So we'll discuss that part in the next session. Okay. Okay, I have to explain this one question also. So those who have done with this, they can leave. Yes, Harsh. Are you still there? Harsh, kindly reply. Okay, so don't worry, Harsh, kindly meet me in the doubt session, we'll explain.